So, Dark Waters, you claim to be a council member. You fraud. Let us explain the price we've had to pay recently in the past few weeks. And this is just one of countless prices we've paid over the years as a council member. Our pride and joy of 10 years. Our fluffy baby from home. Our inseparable pillow partner of 10 years was taken from us this past week by the agenda, just to be cruel. He was a perfectly healthy cat. Went to the vet one time for a minor ear infection years ago. Only health issue he's ever had. Perfectly healthy cat. 3 weeks ago, we went from there was nothing wrong to we put him to sleep this past Monday. 3 weeks. What happened? Malignant carcinoma that was so aggressive. It killed him in 3 weeks. He was the price we had to pay for what we now have to do. He was the catalyst of action for us to get up, to take the authority head on. He was the catalyst that endowed the authority to take the action. Home offered a mercy and made it quick. That's why it was 3 weeks. The agenda's plan was to make him suffer and to drag it out just to brutalize us. We've buried 10, yes, 10, 1-0, loved ones in the past year alone because we run an animal sanctuary. We serve the greater good in everything we do. We consider other lives above ourselves. When the agenda came after us last fall, the choice to get rid of all material ties was for the sake of our family. The immediate decision to have to let everything go, all of the things that you humans covet and dream of. Perfect credit, brand new car, all the credit available in the world for anything you want to buy and you never use it because you don't need it. We could go buy anything we wanted, didn't care to because it's not what mattered to us. We never really cared about materialism, money. Money's just a tool to get shit done. Doesn't actually matter. We sacrificed everything in material in this world, and we've had everything taken from us. Why? Because sealing the wound was the only thing that kept this family from bleeding to death in every aspect. We sacrificed ourselves entirely for the sake of our family's well being. And to a council member, give those things up wasn't the hardest part. That was the easy part because we don't care about it. We don't care about clout. We don't care about popularity, likes, subs. The dopamine effect of feeding our little inner needs and wants. You know, your need to try and be something you're not, to feed your ego to look cool. What prices have you paid as a council member? You're not one. You've never paid a price. You live exactly as a human. You live under the same wants, desires, and programs. You are unwilling to pay the prices required of a council member for the greater good. The prices we've paid are severe and harsh in every way. The one we just shared is just the most recent example of countless. the slow chipping away at your soul, taking you piece by piece, whittling you away down to the basics of what remain, which is true. He was the last piece that got taken to catalyze the action that's coming now. We're preparing the claim that is going to get submitted to initiate the legal action. We've already done full discovery, and now we're in the process of writing the complaint to file to initiate the lawsuit. There's two. One against Marion County Sheriff's Office and one against Gainesville Police Department. And what we have are two Brady 1983 claims. And we have direct, solid evidence to prove everything. And since the system has always been there to cock block, i.e. attorneys, we're just going to do it our goddamn self. Why? Because the job needs to get done. It's funny, we called countless attorneys. Once again, we saw the agenda's hand hard at play. The hidden hand maneuvering behind the scenes. We have flat out told lawyers what the case is and they don't see it. The spell casting, kind of like in the movie Harry Potter, they explain it quite well. When humans get close to Hogwarts, they suddenly forget. Or remember they have something else to do in the air. Spell casting. Every lawyer we've talked to cannot see the withholding of it. Even though we've got proof, they just glaze over it. It's what the agenda does. Even he sees it. It's amazing. And you humans don't have a clue how it works. How the hidden hand is always in play. You humans don't realize the legal system and lawyers are there just to cock block you and to keep you in check. You don't need them. You can do it on your own. But nobody does. They rely on the system to protect them from the system. The fucking scam. But you humans fall for it. Line and sinker. Because they offer you little shiny trinkets that feed your little selfish wants. So you bite the bait. Kind of like you did with your channel feeding your ego with 417k subs like you think you're somebody. Sweetie, you ain't a drop in the bucket. You're not even a drop in the bucket in the bigger picture of what is. You're fly shit on the bigger picture of what is, honey. Your channel is garbage. It doesn't have any meaning or real value. It's entertainment. That's all it is. You talk. You don't do. You speak lies. You share no truth. You have never paid the prices a council member is required to pay. That's why you still care about the external little material possessions. What are possessions? Things that own and control you. You're still owned by your possessions, little human. You're at a level that is way beneath where council members exist. You focus on petty and pointless things. Council members only consider, care for, and respect the greater good of truth. You lie, deceive, and mislead humans for your own personal selfish gain. You insult those of us who have paid the harshest prices for what we do. You disrespect Emmanuel. You know, you humans call him Jesus because that's what the programmers taught you to call him. Let us be clear, his name is Emmanuel, and you insult everything he exists for, and yes, he is from home and he is from the councils. As is Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, all the names you know. You insult and disrespect our existence in every way because you're a pretender, a hypocrite, a deceiver, and a fraud. You don't get to steal valor and get away with it, especially when the council is present, to see your treachery and mockery of our existence and why we're here and what we do. We have paid every price for the greater good of humans, even at the expense of those prices being paid at the hands of those same humans. Yet here we are still fighting for a greater truth because that's what matters. So you go feed your little ego in your little channel, human, because that's all you got. Without it, you're nothing. Because that's all you have. You've never done anything. You're a scam artist, a pretender, and a fraud misleading others. Nothing more.